clients that we're dealing with are really smart, and you listen. When you think about it, they're extremely bright people, and they're there for a reason.
Backen Gillam Kroeger started 20 years ago. Howard and Jim Gillam started a firm with an office in Sausalito and Helena. We are now 75 architects in wine country and throughout America and beyond. I found Howard. I knocked at the door until he had to open the door, and just 17 years ago. I studied and started my career in Europe, in Florence and Milan, and then came to Napa.
I never really think we're there, ever. Everything is so intertwined, and there's so much of it, and there's so much you don't know that you're trying to get, learn to get better. In each one, you move forward and go to the next level.
This is the first project I worked with Howard on. Lauren and Howard had designed a house. We worked on the pool house. We were talking about the size of the property and the scale of the project. It's much bigger than the architecture itself. It's the full site, acres and acres. So it was a wonderful experience to just dive into such a challenge, of course. And all these elements of design became our Bible, and they remain truth everywhere we go. They change constantly, but they remain true.
One thing that expresses what we do the most would be that we basically open up the house as far as you can open it. The style is we design with what's given, and that tells you everything. The client, what their needs are, what they're trying to achieve. Generally speaking, they come to us because of what we've done, so we don't really have to prove anything. They just do what you do, and based upon our particular site budget.
It's about honesty. It's about communication with the outside, the surrounding, the environment. Building a house, it should shelter, of course, but it should speak. It should speak and communicate what's important to people and remind them what's important.
What we strive for the most is to make the house be for that piece of property, and all the reasons are obvious.
You realize really fast that you have a big responsibility at that moment, and you are trying to create something that will be respectful and will live with and be in communication with that environment. This site, like most of our properties, many of our properties, take your breath away. Home of this caliber deserve the best representations, so we're very excited that a company like Sotheby's International Realty represents them.